Hello everybody, welcome back to another command block tutorial, and today I'm teaching you how to make a flamethrower in Minecraft. It looks like this, look at it go. And yes, that is actually literally what it is. It's literally a flamethrower, or maybe more of a flame wand, as the item I'm using to display the flamethrower is a blaze rod. Feel free to use literally anything else, I don't know, fire charge, blaze powder, anything like that would work, but this is sort of like, yeah, it's just, flames. And yes, these do damage things. I don't know if you can hear, it has a sound effect as well, but if I come over to this player here, then I can burn them, and they are dead now. And it will inflict fire damage as well, which means that if I was to give this player fire resistance, they would be impervious to my flamethrower, which I actually think is really cool. But if you don't want them to be impervious to it, then just do a different damage type. But without further ado, let's continue on with this tutorial. Because, I have places to be. So, the first thing we'll do is we'll grab this block here, okay? You want to place some blocks in this configuration. And the first one, we'll start with the one on the left here. You'll essentially want to just copy everything I've written in here. So it's execute as at a has item equal blaze rod. You can change that to be any other item in the game. Location equal slot dot weapon dot main hand close brackets at s, and then this bit here after that is the crouch detection. This will detect for whether or not you are crouching. So that is positioned tilde tilde 1.5 tilde unless entity at s dx equals 0, which is how crouch detection works. Shout out to Guppy Duck, I learnt that from him. Run play sound fire dot fire at a arrow arrow -1 arrow 1 1 space 1. That last bit probably wasn't very easy to pick up on from how I read it. Maybe just look at that one. Terrible apologies if you can't read. But it hurts me to read myself, so I hope you understand. Makes you wonder why this is my hobby. Anyway, that is the sound effect. So that's where this wonderful sound comes from. Oh, and you'll also want to set this command block. Set all of these to always active, and also make sure that the delay in ticks is set to 10, otherwise it will sound something a bit more like this, which just sounds very broken. So let's just not do that. I personally think this sounds much better. And now we will do the damage. Now the particle is probably what everyone's most excited for, but we're going to do that last, okay? So the damage is pretty simple. Well, it's still 4 lines of code. Well, technically 3, is one of them is tiny. But it's slash execute at s. Honestly, actually, the whole start of it is exactly the same as everything before. So I'll continue from run. Run execute positioned. Then we want arrow arrow -1 arrow arrow -1 arrow +1. Then run damage at e type equal not item in a radius of 1 5 damage fire damage. Now you can change what type of damage it is. I don't know why you would, it's a flamethrower. But you can also change how much damage it does. That 5 is the damage, which is 2.5 hearts to a player with no armor on, which will kill them in 4 hits. I probably could have done that math in my head. Now, these command blocks are actually the same thing, except before the second run, I'll scroll over to it. Here, you see that this was once a 1, now it's a 2. So you essentially want to make as many in a row as you want, and then just add the number. So I've got 5 command blocks here, which means my range is 5, but you can change it to 7 or 9 or 50 million. You probably can't do that one, but in fact, I don't think the game will let you. But you can extend it pretty far. Okay. And this is the particle, which I imagine you're most excited for. So this is, once again, everything that I've done for the crash detection. I'm not going to read that again. But then you will do particle Minecraft mob flame underscore single up arrow 1. And then you will just do that 4 more times or however many times you want with the chain commands, just by changing that last number. So this one will be 2, this one will be 3, this one will be 4, and this one will be 5. Pretty explanatory, I think. And then now I'll just get to the details that are probably good to know about this. If I give this, if this is my alt account, by the way, if I give this a blaze rod, we can observe that it will only work on me. This will not affect other people while I'm using the flamethrower. If I'm using the flamethrower, this player will be damaged, okay? They will not have a flamethrower active. But everyone can use this. They just have to crouch. And if you want a bit of a third-person perspective of what this looks like, it looks like that. Now that is something to be wary of, okay? It is possible to damage yourself with this. If you want to make it harder to damage yourself, that's actually very easy. All you've got to do is not include this block. If I just make that so it's not actually going to function, that will mean that this player can do this. Oh, okay, whoops. But yes, if you don't want it to damage you, then just take out enough blocks. So, say that one, that should mean that I will not be able to damage myself anymore. The only thing that that does mean is it does make it a bit harder to kill other people if you're close to them. Like if I get close, look, this looks like it should be damaging them, but it's not. But hey, oh well. Where it says damage at R, damage anyone in a radius, if you can see that, that just mean that's how, well, that's the radius of the damage. So you can actually increase that. If you want it to be easier to hit people, you can change that to like 1.5 or even 2, but don't make it too big because then you barely have to aim the thing and it looks really weird. You can deal other types of damage. I think fire damage is good specifically because, one, you get the went up in flames death message, but also because you can use fire resistance potions to be immune to it. Some people might notice that if you get really far away and try and do this, it won't work. It does for me, and I'll explain how I've done that. You use something called a ticking area, which is essentially slash ticking area, add circle 4, and you can just type something. So I'm going to go hi, and that is the name. If you just copy that down and then just put that in the general proximity of your command blocks, then they should now have infinite range. This will not work for everything, so you have to make a new ticking area for every group of command blocks you're doing this for. But yes, that just know that works. And finally, something you might notice is that you'll be spammed with messages when you have this on. So if you want to fix that, type this slash game rule command block output false, and this slash game rule send command feedback false. And those two things combined will stop you from getting death messages. Now, there's one more thing that I want to test. I don't know if this works or not. It doesn't. Okay, that's a shame. At one point in time, I think killing things with fire damage did cook the food, but it does not appear to be, which is a bit of a shame actually, but oh well. But yeah, that's the whole tutorial. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you all in the next video if you choose to watch it. Goodbye.